You're watching WKYT News at Noon.
Welcome back in. State officials are getting a first-hand look at the damage from Saturday's massive fire at the Bluegrass Stockyards.
It is an awful situation, and firefighters are still there. And Governor Matt Bevin and Agriculture Commissioner Ryan Quarles arrived to tour the scene about a half hour ago. That fire burned 10 acres, including the stockyards and several nearby businesses. WKYT's Mark Barber is live with the latest on the situation, and that is our top story at 12:30. Mark?
Good afternoon, Bill. The governor, the state agriculture commissioner, and the mayor just walked across the street a moment ago to take a close look at the damage that destroyed the Bluegrass Stockyards. Now, just a moment before that, they took a moment to speak to us and gave us some insight as to what they think about this devastating fire. The State Agriculture Commission started off by saying that this was personal for him. He said that his father worked here at the Bluegrass Stockyards when he was working his way through college. He says he had some very fond memories of when he grew up here, waiting for his father. Then the governor went on to say that he has his sympathy and support for those who were affected by this fire. 5 businesses were destroyed, as well as the Bluegrass Stockyards. Quite a large area destroyed by this massive fire, 10 acres in all. Right now, some of the top officials here in the city and in the state are taking a look at the damage here on Lyle Industrial Boulevard. Now, firefighters and ATF, they're still trying to figure out where this fire started and how it started this afternoon. While investigators still do not have those answers, they tell us they do not think it is an arson case at this time. They have quite a lot of ground to cover in their investigation. This massive fire burned through 10 acres of buildings. Not only did it destroy the stockyards, it also ripped through 5 nearby businesses. UK's College of Agriculture says this is a significant loss for farmers because the stockyards were one of the largest operations east of the Mississippi. Now, as for the economic impact, it's still early, but we've been hearing from college professors that they think that this fire will lead to increased transportation costs and fewer revenues for farmers because livestock lose weight the longer they are on the road. Now, the chief operations officer of the stockyard says while this is very hard, they're hoping to move forward for the farmers who depend on them.
It's hugely emotional, but with that said, I mean, this is an important service, an important business. We know that. We've got to put our boots on and get back to work.
This afternoon, firefighters say they are still keeping an eye out for those hot spots that are continuing to flare up. We are nearly 48 hours now after that fire started burning, so that gives you an idea still of how much work is left to be done. As for the support that the Bluegrass Stockyards is receiving this afternoon, the COO of the company says that it is really priceless. He says to know that their work is so important, to have the governor come here, to have the state agriculture commissioner as well as the mayor, all saying that they're here with their sympathy, their support. That's something that he cannot put a price tag on. They say that they will rebuild. The question now becomes, will they rebuild here? Of course, we will continue to follow the story. We'll have the latest for you with team coverage throughout the day on WKYT. That's the latest here in Lexington. I'm Mark Barber, WKYT.
Mark, thank you. This would have been the Stockyards' 70th anniversary at that location on Lyle Industrial Avenue. Well, it is business as usual for the other locations of Bluegrass Stockyards. 650 cattle arrived at the Bluegrass South Stockyards in Lincoln County overnight, with more on the way. Farmers who were there this morning say the fire in Lexington broke their hearts, but they're grateful for the Stockyards' other locations.
This is a good facility. It's a nice facility, and they got a good place for you to park, a good place for you to get in and out, and that's worth a whole lot.
Bluegrass Stockyards says the other facilities have given employees a place to work as well.
Well, fire caused problems for a Central Kentucky school district this morning. The conference center for Bourbon County Schools caught fire around 5 o'clock in the morning. The building houses the technical support for the entire district. Firefighters say they were able to knock the flames out quickly, but the damage, unfortunately, had already been done.
Yeah, with the conditions inside this room or in this building now, is everything's pretty well smoked up. It appears this fire has smoldered for a long time. So when it does that, it in turn makes everything in the room covered in soot, black ash. So pretty much everything in there is going to be a loss.
Investigators say the fire appears to be accidental. They plan to look at surveillance video to figure out how it started. A man is in jail accused of trying to use snow to kill a constable.
Unusual story. Investigators in Lincoln County say the man attacked the constable during a traffic stop on Friday and managed to get away. WKYT's Victor Puente shows us how deputies tracked him down in a story that's new at 12:30.
Those charges are from here in Lincoln County, but Travis Hancock was arrested in a neighboring county a few hours after that constable was assaulted. His arrest citation says Lincoln County Constable Delbert Mitchell pulled Hancock over for expired tags last Friday. During that stop, he found Hancock had a warrant out for his arrest. The paperwork says once Hancock was out of the car, he first begged Mitchell not to arrest him, then attacked Mitchell. It says that as they fell to the ground, he pushed the constable's face into the mud and snow in an attempt to suffocate him. Mitchell fought back, but says during that fight, Hancock tried to gouge his eye with his thumb. This morning, the constable tells me he did have to go to the hospital for his injuries. He says he tried to chase after Hancock, but he was able to get away. Sheriff's deputies in Pulaski County tell me they helped Lincoln County deputies arrest Hancock a few hours later at a home in Eubank.
Yeah, he would have been out in 2 days, probably, or that night. They probably would have wired him back out and had him come in and pay the fine. I mean, it wouldn't been nothing.
And now he's facing an attempted murder charge.
Now he's facing big time. And I just don't understand it.
Travis Hancock is charged with attempted murder of a police officer and fleeing or evading. He'll be arraigned in about half an hour. In Lincoln County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor, thank you. And the warrant says there was a passenger in Hancock's vehicle who never came to the constable's aid. We don't yet know if that person will be facing charges. This morning, showers have moved on out. We're in for what looks to be a pleasant afternoon.
I think it'll be good. You want to enjoy it. There are big changes coming for our Tuesday, especially. Meteorologist Micah Harris is here with an early check of the forecast.
Yeah, we still have a couple of showers still left over in southeast, but give those another 2 to 3 hours. Those will be long gone. I believe by about 4 p.m. you guys down in the southeast will be just fine dealing with what everybody else is dealing with. That's mostly cloudy skies, pretty dry conditions. So yeah, once we get into the next few days, highs well above average, especially for tomorrow. Winds will really kick into gear out of the south and southeast. That'll be pumping in about 30 to 40 miles per hour, and that is without any thunderstorms. Then you throw in the thunderstorm threat, strong to severe storms later on that evening and off into the nighttime hours. That's when it becomes pretty interesting. Now, we're going to go over that timing. We showed it before, but I'm going to show it to you again when you can expect these storms and see how that's going to affect your plans for tomorrow. I have that in about 10 minutes.
Well, police charged a pair after officers say they found them high at a restaurant with 3 children. William Allen and Amanda Porter were arrested at a Waffle House on West Highway 80 in London last night. The children with them were ages 4, 5, and 7. Both are charged with wanton endangerment and public intoxication. Allen also faces a weapons charge because police say they found 2 guns on him.
Eastern Kentucky University students have a new way to stay safe on campus. The Live Safe app is now available for free for both the iPhone and Android phones. Students can use the app to request a safety escort or virtually walk with someone. They can also submit anonymous tips to campus police.
No one can look at where you are at any point in the day. So I think that the anonymity is key because no one wants to feel like they're snitching on something, but if they see something that needs to be reported, they know that they could do it safely.
The goal is for at least half of the student population at Eastern to download and sign up for the app by the end of the semester. Well, the best diet for preventing breast cancer, that's ahead.
And the disease, a blood pressure medication, may help treat. Those stories ahead in Better Living.
If you were going to role play, what would you be?
I would be a dominatrix.
Notice that she said would be. Has been. February's a month you'll love.
Yeah, baby.
With Joe, Rosie, Elton, and more.
The Talk on CBS.
After you're injured at work, a lot of times the insurance company will attempt to call you, take statements. Don't speak to them until you speak with an experienced workers' compensation attorney.
The insurance company will attempt to settle your case for pennies on the dollar. Before you talk to the insurance company, call us first.
Our job is to make sure you get all the money you deserve.
Call Morgan, Collins, and Yeast. 1-800-55-WILDCAT.
Every morning, millions of Americans start their commute knowing AAA auto insurance covers their car, while AAA home insurance covers the home they're leaving behind.
Home security can be easier than you think. Whether you're a first-time customer or you're unhappy with your current service. Bates simplifies security and makes switching your service to Bates easy. You keep your existing equipment and we do the rest. Switch your system today and get 3 months free monitoring. Recently named Central Kentucky Small Business of the Year.
Bates Security, protecting what matters most.
Yo! No thank you for the bag, man. I hooked you up, bro. Try getting a deal like that from some other bag.
Tired of value, meaning boring food? Checkers and Rally's mouth-watering 2-for-2 deal is back. Your favorite irresistible crispy fish with Alaskan filet. Or our delicious, boldly seasoned spicy chicken sandwich. Mix or match them for a $2 steal you won't find on any value menu. Only at Checkers and Rally's.
Epic meals, epic deals.
Up to now, affording a beautiful smile has been, well, sketchy. Doctors Durbin, Walks, and Garner are offering an unheard of offer. No down payment and only $175 for 24 months on orthodontic treatment. Learn more at clearchoicesmile.com.
Have something that needs investigating? Email us or call the WKYT Investigates tip line. Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We're still looking at a couple of showers southeast. You guys give it another 2 to 3 hours. It'll be all over with that rain. It's not a lot. The bulk of the rain's already moved on through. You're looking down toward Barberville and also Williamsburg, Pineville, Corbin. London, you're pretty much done with any heavier bouts of rain, but still you're looking at maybe a few sprinkles, passing light shower, and that's about it. Until 4 p.m. 4 p.m. is when we call it quits for all this rain. So it's down toward the south, and that's about it. Lexington, we're over with. Once we get into the afternoon, right around 4 p.m., we're roughly 50 degrees. And that rain chance that you do have in mountainous regions, after that, it clears on out. Look at this big spike. That sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? Look toward tomorrow. It's 63 there by 1 p.m. At 1 p.m., you have about 3 more hours of heating left to go. That means we will be pushing the mid-60s, upper 60s, and maybe even a 70-degree reading. Why? Because of these winds. These winds will continue to pump in 20, 30, maybe even 40 miles per hour without any rain. So you're going to be talking about a windy day tomorrow, but an incredible feeling day. It'll feel like this past Sunday, just yesterday. It's gorgeous outside. So let's talk about the timing on these storms. Check this out. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast. I expect these storms anywhere along the I-65 corridor. Here's 8 p.m. I would expect them anywhere from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. along the I-65 corridor. Then it approaches the 75 corridor as we head toward the midnight hour. So anywhere from, say, 9 p.m. to more likely midnight is when you start to see those knocking on your doorstep there. That's Lexington, that's Richmond, Danville, and Frankfort. You get past midnight, it really does start to move off toward the east. Eastern zones, it'll more likely be around after midnight that you actually see these storms move on in, with damaging winds being the primary threat. Just can't rule out a possibility of an isolated spin-up tornado. By this time at 6 a.m., it's just heavy rain. We can't forget that. We're going to pick up anywhere from ½ an inch of rain to about 1.5 inches of rain out of this stuff. So there's very heavy rain with this. But I say the farther east or west you go, back towards 65, in between 65 and 75, that is your best bet at picking up some of these severe storms. Once you get off into the eastern zones, guys, by that time it'll be morning hours on Wednesday, and you'll lose a lot of that energy, a lot of that steam. So for the most part over there, you're just talking about a loud morning, a loud night. So we'll have to watch that very closely. That's timing on it now, but that is subject to change as we go throughout the next 24 hours.
Okay, we'll keep watch as it gets closer. Thank you, Micah. Well, a common medication may help prevent Alzheimer's, and certain diets may protect women against breast cancer.
Omar Villafranca has details in his Better Living report.
Eating lots of fiber could help lower the risk of breast cancer. A study at Harvard focused on women's diets during adolescence and young adulthood. It found eating lots of high-fiber foods, especially fruits and vegetables, could significantly reduce breast cancer risk. Studies are finding that social media can have both emotional and psychological benefits, but in some cases, nothing beats the value of face-to-face interaction. Researchers studied a group of women under stress and found that in-person support was significantly better than text messaging. And researchers are looking at how blood pressure drugs may be effective in treating Alzheimer's. Hypertension is a risk factor for the disease because it disrupts blood flow to the brain. A team at Georgetown University found that blood pressure drugs can reduce cell damage and prevent or delay Alzheimer's. Those are some of the day's top health stories. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, New York.
Well, although they couldn't pull off a win at Kansas, the Kentucky Wildcats walked away with some good lessons.
Yeah, Dick Gabriel's take on the game next on WKYT.
We have more flights to more of the places you want to go every single day. See for yourself. Visit us today.
Negotiating an injury settlement with an insurance company directly without an attorney may seem like a good idea at first. After all, you get the whole pie. But studies by the insurance industry itself found that settlements are much larger when the injured person is represented by an attorney. Hi, I'm Kevin Renfro of the Becker Law Office. Most importantly, even after the attorney's fee is paid, you still get more than settling by yourself. Don't go it alone. Serious, experienced results. Call the Becker Law Office. Just dial 3.
I'm Alex Trebek. If you're age 50 to 85, I have an important message about security. Write down the number on your screen so you can call when I finish. The lock I want to talk to you about isn't the one on your door. This is a lock for your life insurance, a rate lock that guarantees your rate can never go up at any time for any reason. But be careful. Many policies you see do not have one. But you can get a lifetime rate lock through the Colonial Penn program. Call this number to learn more. This plan was designed with a rate lock for people on a fixed income who want affordable life insurance that's simple to get. Coverage options for just $9.95 a month, less than 35 cents a day. Act now, and your rate will be locked in for life. It will never increase. Guaranteed. This is lifelong coverage that can never be canceled as long as you pay your premiums. Guaranteed. And your acceptance is guaranteed, with no health questions. You cannot be turned down because of your health. Call for your information kit and read about this rate lock for yourself. You'll also get a free gift with great information. Both are free, with no obligation. Don't miss out. Call for information, then decide. Read about the 30-day 100% money-back guarantee. Don't wait. Call this number now.
Call 1-800-440-4200 for your free information and a free gift. There's no obligation. That's 1-800-440-4200. Or visit us online at colonialpenn.com. That number again is 1-800-440-4200. 1-800-440-4200. Call now.
Think you might be pregnant? No judgment, no pressure, just help. AssuranceCare.org.
Considering bankruptcy? Call Atkinson, Sims & Kermode. Start your bankruptcy for only $78 now. Dial 859. Call Ask for your free consultation.
Welcome back in. Kentucky couldn't bring home the win, but scored some hard-earned lessons over the weekend at Kansas.
And Dick Gabriel is joining us now with his take on the game. Good to see you, Dick. Thanks for coming in. Sure. I mean, it was a great game, you know, and you have to take into account Kentucky had a terrific performance despite the loss.
I've been in Allen Fieldhouse in Lawrence. That is the loudest place, I think, in college basketball. And we all expected, Kentucky will do some good things, but we all thought Kansas would maybe even beat them down a little bit, but it didn't turn out that way. All kinds of twists and turns, and so far the best game of the year for Kentucky.
Do you think Coach Cal came away with a positive feeling about growth of his team?
I've got to think he did, because I've got to think that those guys learn lessons, Now he just got done on his teleconference, SEC conference call, talking about learning how to win, and there were some plays down the stretch that got away from them. But, you saw the grimace right there in Tyler Ulis. He played all 45 minutes. He had to be cramping like crazy. So they've got to find some ways to get him some rest. Hawkins came in for a little while, did a couple of good things. But to answer your question, yeah, I think so. I think they took a step forward here, but there are a lot of steps to go.
National telecast, two storied teams. As you mentioned, the conditions inside the field house are exciting. I mean, this was a good showcase for the Cats. Huh?
It really was, and they got off to a good start, which they had to do, thanks again to Tyler Ulis. The fouls caught up with him really quickly. When he hit that shot, Alex Poitras, I thought, maybe today's the day. But what concerned me were two things: the fouls piling up on the Kentucky players, and Perry Ellis, the low post player for Kansas, got in foul trouble. And while Kentucky had a halftime lead, thanks to that shot right there, they didn't really take enough advantage. But you know, they gave up the lead, they took it back. I mean, it was just a terrific performance.
What was that whole deal right at the beginning, that technical foul and all that?
Briscoe threw an arm, an elbow, whatever. I think they were trying to send messages. He was the second guy, so he got caught. But, you know, there was just some posturing going on. And frankly, I thought that was important. And I thought that was a good trade. It was so early in the game where I don't think it really hurt Kentucky. And I think more than anything, it helped them show Kansas, look, we're here to play, not just be cannon fodder.
So their upcoming game, do you expect it to be a difficult one?
Yeah, I do. Two reasons. Tennessee's pretty good. They've played some really good games, not over the weekend, but they beat a really good Florida team and beat them badly. Tough place to play when Kentucky comes to town. You know that from going down around the border. And the other thing, too, is if I can go to a horse racing term, bounce. Horses that run a great race, it's hard to run back to that form. So can they rise again to the level they showed at Kansas?
All right, we'll see, and it's later in the week. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate it, Dick.
Thank you.
Very good. Well, if you have some boxes laying around, you can put them to good use.
After the break, we'll show you how you can use them to decorate for Valentine's Day.
Hello everyone, Amber Canoy here for MomsEveryday.com. We're over at the Pain Treatment Center of the Bluegrass with Dr. Ballard Wright. You're actually the founder here, and I'm curious about some of the procedures that can be done to really help alleviate chronic pain.
Thank you, Amber. We actually do a large number of procedures, some which are known by almost everyone who has heard of any pain relief, and that is epidurals and blocks such as facet blocks. These are done every day, but there are some uncommon procedures which are very, very helpful, and for one would be a celiac plexus block for patients with cancer pain. Another one would be a stellate block in the neck, which would be for patients with what is known as reflex sympathetic dystrophy.
For more information, they're going to have to go online to MomsEveryday.com.
When I'm lucky enough to meet you out in public, the question I'm most often asked is, what is Emma up to? So let me tell you. As usual, she stays busy investigating accident scenes, sniffing out evidence, and solving cases. But recently, she became a big sister. Meet Molly. Emma loves Molly. She doesn't know if she's her kid's sister or daughter. Unfortunately, she sometimes thinks she's the baby. When you write Emma, she'll write you back. Morgan & Morgan, for our dogs.
Hey Joe, how you doing with your new hearing aids?
Hey Marty, they're great. I just wish I'd done it sooner.
If you play the TV too loudly, or if listening in some situations has become difficult, you're needed to participate in a special program called the 10-Day Challenge. You'll receive a complete hearing test and evaluation absolutely free.
Come on and be one of the 100 participants and take the 10-Day Challenge.
Hearing Solutions, helping you listen to what you're missing.
Meet the Moores. We're the Moore family, and we're always looking for ways to enjoy more.
So we called Time Warner Cable and got even more than we expected.
More speed.
More TV shows and movies on demand.
More places to make more unlimited calls.
They even made it easy to switch with a 1-hour arrival window.
For $89.99 a month, you'll get 30 meg internet, TV, and phone. Plus, free installation with a 1-hour arrival window. TV equipment and Epics included. Call for more now.
What do these women have in common? They are the staff of Ageless Medical Weight Loss. They've lost a combined 1,300 pounds. The team at Ageless will understand your struggles and celebrate your victories. For a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution, call Ageless today for a free consultation.
Nursing home abuse happens daily. Loved ones need protection. If you or someone you love has experienced nursing home abuse, call 800-800-4600.
Stay connected to the news that matters to you. WKYT.
Welcome back in. Great to have you with us on WKYT. Valentine's Day just around the corner. We're into February now. And if you're looking for a fun project to do with your kids, all you need, it turns out, are some boxes.
Yeah,
Look
if you
at
got
that.
some laying around, or you can deal with with it. Jamie Simpson with 2 Men and a Truck here to show us how to decorate for the season of love.
Yep. So what we did was we basically just cut out a circle out of a box and then cut out these little hearts and just basically glued them on, and a little bit of hot glue and a ribbon, and you've got a wreath. There you go.
It's
Very
amazing
simple.
what you can do with just a box.
Yes. This one is just a Valentine's Day box for the kids at school. Basically, it's our treasure chest box with a hole cut out on top. Again, we just hot glue gun and some decorations, and there you have it. This one is tic-tac-toe. It was actually I think it's really cute if you just put it on your table, leave it out for the month of February. The kids can play tic-tac-toe.
Put a little stand on the back of it there.
I
so
did.
People can
That's
stand
nifty,
it up.
isn't it? So where do you get boxes if you don't have them, or what kind of boxes are we talking about? Are we talking about anything and everything?
You can use any kind of box. A lot of people have things shipped to their homes. You can use a cereal box. We obviously sell boxes as well. You can make things out of appliance boxes, anything really.
If you want something real big and imaginative, right?
Yes, forts are awesome. Kids love forts.
I have a question. What kind of scissors do you use to cut into a box?
A box cutter. So basically all we had was box cutters, hot glue gun, and
maybe a little adult supervision for some of the younger kids.
Correct. Yes, okay. Absolutely. I would not recommend just giving them a box cutter and letting them go. No,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and then obviously some foil you've used for this. So really, I mean, very cheap materials go into all.
Yes, I think when I totaled it up, including the price of our boxes, we spent less than $10 on this entire display.
That's pretty great.
So,
It really is.
Yep.
Good looking decorations.
Decorate nicely.
Absolutely.
Amy, thank you very much for coming in from 2 Men in a Truck. We appreciate it very much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
We're carefully watching weather. It could get a little tough around these parts, so maybe tomorrow evening.
Could get interesting, Micah.
Yeah, very interesting, especially as we get off into that time. I think the rest of the day today, we're talking about a few showers in the southeast. That fades away the next 2 to 3 hours. By 4 p.m., we should call it quits with any rain down toward the southeast. Then we're finishing off in the 50s. We get in toward tomorrow, and you're talking about upper 60s to around 70 degrees. I mean, this is going to be a big surge of warm air, just like we had yesterday. It was beautiful yesterday. But this time around, yeah, we're going to have some severe weather to deal with. Now, is it going to be widespread severe weather? That's kind of the question as we take you off into the night, because typically these systems that roll through during the night off into the early morning hours, typically they fade throughout the night. That's something to watch out for, see what kind of steam they still have behind them, a lot of energy. So that's really what we're going to be watching out for is Tuesday night into early Wednesday morning, and then you can see after that some cooler air rushes on in. 30s there on Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, not looking all that bad, holding on to the 40s. So Chris Bailey, he'll be in here at 4 p.m. He's going to get you updated on that severe weather threat.
All right, very good. And, of course, updates always at WKYT.com. Thank you for joining us for the noon news.
Yeah, remember you can always stay up to date on WKYT.com. Have a good afternoon.